Hello everyone and welcome to the Lion Show! Most of the time, when choosing a topic to talk about in my videos, I have no idea what to do. I periodically rewatch everything I put here to make sure that I still stand by those words and that they didn't age too badly. I'm aware of which ones are strong and which ones are just plain pointless. And even though sometimes I might seem like I know what I'm doing, most of the time I'm just shooting in the dark. The recommendation number one to be successful on YouTube is to focus on something specific. Yet there's so much I want to talk about and so much I like to do that I find focusing impossible. Honestly, I don't believe most of the videos in this series so far are of interest to many people beyond my friends. Yet I think some are, and today's video is one that I hope to be too. There's something I hear a lot more frequently than I'd expect to hear. My friends often tell me that they don't know what to do with their lives, that they don't know their purpose. If you're one of those friends, you probably think I'm talking about your case specifically, but I think even you would be surprised by how much I hear that same exact thing from so many different people. More interesting is that these people usually point to me as an example of someone who has a purpose, someone who knows what they're doing with their life. Sometimes, somewhat frustratingly, they make it seem like I found this purpose through divine intervention, or that I'm a chosen one who they always knew was destined to follow his path. This couldn't be farther from the truth, and I'll show you why. First of all, I want to say that I'm not a psychologist or in any way educated enough in psychology to give you a professional advice. All of what I have to say comes from personal experience and might not apply to everyone. That being said, I believe most of the people who tell me about their lack of purpose in life are in a situation where they could benefit from some of my advice. My story has not always been a happy one. I've fallen multiple times in what seemed like bottomless pits, and I know how excruciating it is when it happens to someone. However, there's one good thing I've taken out of those experiences. You see, when you get down enough through the spiral of negativity, you reach a point where you realize life is pointless. There's no reason why we exist. There's no reason why we experience the things the way we do. And at some point, everything will cease to exist. Probably without a trace that we've ever even lived. So, why live? If you're in a state of suffering, that question becomes dangerous. Why be alive if the only thing you can experience at the moment is suffering? This is when you have to take a step back. Imagine yourself at a party. Everyone seems to be having fun, but you're not. You're sitting in a corner, maybe with a toothache or whatever. You're there wondering, what are you even doing at the party if you aren't enjoying it and are in pain? Well, you have at least three things you can do. You can do nothing, stay at the party and keep suffering. You can give up and leave. Or this is the only party you'll ever attend. If you pay attention to what's around you, maybe you'll spot a dartboard, maybe your good friends laughing with each other, maybe balloons. There are so many things you'd enjoy to participate on this party. If you leave, you'll lose your only chance to enjoy them. You can get up, ask someone if they can help you with your tooth pain, then enjoy the things you want. Maybe the pain will go away, maybe it won't, but at least you're doing the things you enjoy. And trust me, it will go away. When people tell me, well, you know your purpose, I don't feel like I have one. Well, guess what? Neither do I. After going through that experience, I just realized that what matters are these two things: what you want and what you like. Think about your dream life. How would it be? Maybe you'd live in a huge house with a pool. Maybe you'd be able to travel around the world. Maybe you just want to live humbly and sustainably with your pets. That is what you want. Now think about the things you like to do. Maybe you enjoy writing, maybe you're fascinated with science, maybe you're like me and you like so many things you don't know what to do. Now, wouldn't it be great if you could do those things for a living? This is where the hard part comes in. Based on what you want and what you love to do, how can you put your interests in favor of your goal? This part requires some research, so I'll just give you my example. I love to have a place that I could call home, somewhere in the mountains, where I could keep animals, work in my endless projects, have fun with my friends. That's what I want, or at least a very summed up version of it. I love video games, I love writing, I love making videos. So how can I use those interests in my favor? I'm already doing it by starting this channel. It's not like I make a living off the videos I upload here. Honestly, I make nothing out of them. Yet. But I'm doing what I like in hopes that someday I'll be able to use it as an advantage. But I didn't mention only videos. I'm writing a book that has been in the works for years. Hopefully it will be finished and published soon. I've been learning about game development for a long time so I can craft the experiences I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. And you might have noticed a pattern here. It seems like I have a purpose. It seems like I know what I'm doing. But I don't. I'm not making any money with these things I just told you. I'm giving you advice that I can even prove works in the long run. Does that make you feel any better? You may feel lost, but aren't we all? What I'm giving you is not a formula to get
your own purpose in life with 20% discount if you call now.
It's just the way I guide my life. Will it work? I don't know. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but you can be sure I will try to make it work. Remember, you will only ever attend this one party, so make sure you enjoy it to its fullest, the best way you can. I think the bottom line is, do the things you like to get where you want. It might not always be possible, but that's the challenge. You need to find ways to make it possible. That challenge is what gives me strength to go on. I usually say my will to create is the only thing that never left me in life, and I really mean it. People will try to make you give up on your dreams, people will abandon you, but if you keep in mind what you really want and what you really like, knowing you only get one chance to achieve it, you will always come back up again. When someone tells me I can do something I'm determined to do, that only fuels my motivation to do it. Once again, I don't think this advice works for everyone. I don't claim to have the answers for anything, but I got a method and I follow it, and I am here. If this video helps even just one person climb just a little out of the bottomless pit they're in, I'll already be happy. I've been going on for way longer than I expected, so I think I'll leave it here. I hope you could take something out of this, and as always, share your thoughts with me in the comments below. I'm really curious to know what you thought of what I said. And I don't usually say this, but if you think this might be helpful to someone you know, share this video with them. This is me signing off. Until next time, stay awesome.